So Google Slides is a great way to get information to people, but it doesn't always have to be in a formal presentation. So one of the things you can do is create interactive slides for your students, especially if you're going to leverage something like Google Classroom where you can make each student his or own copy of a Google Slides presentation. They can really get in there and move things around. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And one of the things that I want to make sure you remember is that there's a lot of space around the slide that you can leverage. So the space within the slide is what you would see if you were going to actually present it full screen. But in this case, we don't really care about that. We don't need that. So I'm going to show you how you can add interactive features around your slide and create more space for your students to maneuver in. So I am going to create little text boxes that you can then drag onto these slides. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to use WordArt. I use WordArt for this because I think it's just a little less tempting to change. So I'm going to change it to black. I can change the sides. But now when I drag it over here to the side, down here I get a little bar. So if I drag it further over, notice that I get more space. So now I'm getting more space around my slide. If I drag it way up here, I'm going to get a bar that goes up and down. So if I put it up here, you'll see I get a bar over here that I can now get space vertically. So you can just add these and you can just keep shoving them over to one side and you get space around your slide that you can add items for your students to then drag onto your slides. So let me just go ahead and finish this. So what I mean when I'm talking about WordArt is there's no really simple way to lock these down, meaning kids can't change them. And so with WordArt, they would have to really double click. I suppose if this was just a text box, they would just have to click in there. But now I've created some space and we can now move these around. So don't forget about the space around your slides. You can create that. It's not going to naturally be there. You have to sort of shove things over to get your bars down here that you can now manipulate.